In the very, very short term, we continue to maintain a constructive view on oil prices. We're still in the midst of the summer season, but this morning and over the course of the last month, we've seen indications that the longer term view for 2018 through 2020 and then out through 2025 is a much more lower price expectation than what we had before. And the reason for that mainly is that we've got too much supply right now. We're still sitting on 3 billion barrels of oil in inventory, and U.S. producers are doing more with less. So they were able to add more volume in 2016 than they were in 2012 at half the price. And so even though we expect some cost inflation to occur over the course of this coming year, it won't be enough to limit them and to handicap them just because of the productivity gains and the efficiency gains that they've been showing in the course of the last year.
Inevitably, we've been very focused on the supply side because Steve's down at this event in Turkey. But on the demand side, I think China still remains a question mark as to what it contributes to additional uptake through the second half and into 2018. Are you getting any clearer sense?
Well, of course, with everything in China, nothing is that clear. You've got a lot of different statistics out there and a lot of different problems with the inventory data and the production and consumption data. From what we can tell, at least based on refinery margins in Asia, things continue to look pretty good, especially for fuel oil. When we look into the course of next year, there is always the prospect that we could see a broader economic slowdown in China as the government tends to continue to tighten credit. So that could obviously create a problem for economic growth and, of course, for the industrial-led demand growth side of the oil market. What you have to remember, of course, is that that's only a small share of total oil demand. What's really driving demand over the course of 2018 and through the medium term is transport. And as incomes rise, the Chinese consumer and other consumers around the world that don't have cars will choose to use those cars and, of course, add to oil demand growth.